Many of you know or even have been yourself someone who will repeat a pattern or cycle that maybe isn't to your best advantage? How many of you have known the same person that dates the same person with just a different name and a face and expects a different result? Or how many of you know someone who starts a business and says, no, this is it this time. This is it. And they go back to their same old patterns and self-sabotage? Or how many of you have ever known someone that says, this is the year I'm losing 15 pounds. This year, this is it. I'm going to the gym every day. I'm going to eat healthy. And then go back to the old pattern. Does anyone have any idea why that happens? Anyone have any idea why people will start out with an intention and goal and go right back to the same pattern?
Because they go back to their comfort zone.
Yes, they go back to their comfort zone. Any other thoughts to that?
They don't have a structure in place for accountability.
They don't have a structure in place for accountability, absolutely, or a strategy, tactics to change a pattern.
The habits in their brain is what they always fall back on.
Yep, the habits in the brain, the comfort zone, the motivation.
The new them they want to create is not congruent with their real identity as they perceive themselves inside.
That's awesome. The new them is not congruent with how they still see themselves. Ooh, huge one. Huge one. The people you hang out with create who you are, right? If people are going to bring you back to that same cycle and that same pattern, you're going to go back to the same cycle. But if you're hanging out with high-level achievers who are achieving great things, and you're like, oh my God, I just woke up at 6 and 4 of my friends wrote a book already. That's how I feel when I look at my Facebook wall. I wake up and my friends are doing amazing things, going amazing places, and I'm like, wow, I thought I was waking up at 6. I was like on top of things. There was somebody right over here. Ooh, that's a huge one. And that's a course within itself, by the way. She says you're so used to feeling the same way. So you didn't energetically change your state. That's a whole quantum physics, which, by the way, I include a lot of quantum physics in what I teach, but that's a whole quantum physics lesson. They might not want it. The desire might not be there enough.
So what I was thinking is, thank you. So what I was thinking was people don't really change their belief systems. And what happens is on a subconscious level, they aren't engaged and enrolled in their own vision. On a conscious level, they believe that someone can do it because they can do it because someone else can do it, right? But when it comes to a subconscious level, they don't believe it themselves, so they don't actually take action to go follow through on their dreams because they don't believe it can actually achieve it.
Yes. Do you want to teach this course? That's exactly right. The conscious and subconscious mind are not meeting. So consciously they're making a decision that their subconscious mind, their belief systems have not yet changed. I'm going to take 2 more.
They're not clear on their why.
They're not clear on their why. What's motivating them to do it? Yep. I'm gonna go back there and then I'll come right there. Sorry.
They're fear conditioned because of failure.
The fear of failure. That's huge. Yeah.
That the pleasure we see in making that change is not as motivating internally as the pain of actually changing. And so to change, there's a great deal of pain, and we don't see the pleasure as being enticing enough to actually go through that pain to get through that barrier.
Yep.
And so
some people actually become addicted to pain, drama, feeling down. They don't know it necessarily, but that's where they're conditioned. Their emotional state is conditioned. So pain and discomfort, pain and discomfort actually feels more comfortable to them than bliss. I actually have a client who was surrounded by a lot of drama people. And she eradicated those people out of her life so that she could get to the next level. And she said to me, sometimes I catch myself like, whoa. Everything feels great right now. What can I do to sabotage it? Because she's so used to the drama that it feels weird that she has bliss and quiet and peace in her life. It feels weird to her. And she actually can catch herself going, oh, it feels so weird to be in this good state. What can I do to create chaos? A lot of people do that because they're not self-aware enough to change it. As you become more emotionally intelligent, you actually can start to say, okay, I'm noticing a pattern in my life. What am I doing to participate in this pattern? The person that's not emotionally intelligent will say, this person did this to me, this person did that to me, this person did that, and they're not taking responsibility for anything. And even though somebody else did something, we all play a role. And it's our opportunity to gain wisdom from that role. So the difference between emotional intelligence in the old personal development style versus this style is motivation is short term. Motivation is a short-term goal. It's willpower. The truth of change is transformation into what was said over here, actually getting the conscious mind and subconscious mind to align so that you can transform forward. So I'm going to give you an example. And this is a pattern technique in emotional intelligence. If I had my childhood that I did, and every Friday I would go to my grandmom's, and my grandma would just give me so much love, and I'd feel so safe there. And every Friday, we'd watch Lawrence Welk. How many of you in this room? And we'd eat pizza. And then after the pizza, I'd get ice cream with chocolate Jimmies. By the way, Jimmies is a Philly word. Sprinkles. What am I going to crave every time I am in emotional distress? Pizza and ice cream. Because I've made an emotional subconscious connection to the pizza and ice cream of feeling safe and loved. And that, by the way, is how the diet industry can be eradicated when we learn emotional intelligence. Because we can always go back to our pattern. We can identify and change the emotional state. So how am I doing?